We are so thrilled about Martha Stewart coming to Pink's and having a dog here that we would love to name a dog after her. So the Martha Stewart dog would basically be relish, tomatoes, onions, sauerkraut, bacon, and sour cream.
Well, he may have grown up as the globe-trotting son of a diplomat and cooked his way through Europe. Today he's here to share his recipe for what Kevin and I thought was definitely the most unusual, yet really delicious hot dog. The ditch dog, in fact. It's so delicious that he says people come in droves to taste this top seller at his restaurant, Ditch Plains, right here in New York City. Please welcome Chef Marc Murphy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Marc just admitted that he had no idea there was so much history behind the hot dog. Oh, wait till you see, coming up later on in this program. So tell us the story behind this unusual combo.
Well, it started out with, we had just opened the restaurant up, Ditch Plains, and we were sitting there.
Where is Ditch Plains?
It's on Bedford and Downing in the West Village.
We're going to have all these restaurants with their names and addresses and phone numbers on our website, so you don't have to write it all down.
And it was sort of a mistake. I asked the guy in the kitchen. We just made the recipe for the mac and cheese, and we came up with that. And then I said, oh, you know, my director of operations said, let me want a hot dog with some cheese on it. And we were sitting down, we were talking about something, and somebody came out with a hot dog with macaroni and cheese on it. We thought, well, this is crazy. And then we thought, well, we'll try it. Yeah. And we tried it, and we loved it.
Oh, boy.
And then we decided, we didn't put it on the menu. We had it sort of the item on the menu that it wasn't on the menu, but people ordered it if they knew about it. Got to be pretty popular, so we put it on the menu.
So you're going to show us how to make that delicious. The macaroni and cheese really is delicious.
It's very. We also serve the macaroni and cheese separately.
Oh,
it's a dish on the menu that we.
Oh, okay. So how do you make it?
Well, first of all, you start with a roux. You do a little bit of butter, about 3½ tablespoons of butter, and about 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour.
And the hot dogs are all grilled on a grill like this?
Grilled all on the grill. You know what's great is that flavor really comes through, I think, when it's done on the grill. Sabrets, yeah, skinless sabrets. And you want your butter to melt, which we've already done right here, and then we add our flour. We're making a classic roux. You cook it for about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay. You don't want it to get dark.
Don't cook it for 4 hours like the Louisiana guys.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that dark flavor. We want to keep it nice and white in the end. 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of heavy cream. We mix the two. The cream sort of makes it a little bit more dense, a little richer.
Yeah.
So you bring this to a low simmer. You pour this in. And you stir it up. You want to cook it out. This is going to cook for about, it depends, 10, maybe 15 minutes, depends on the heat.
So I think we have one already cooking.
We have one already ready, which is nice.
So I'm going to watch these.
We can just keep those going, yeah.
And can you overcook a hot dog?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you don't want to dry it out, really make it too, right there in about 2 minutes, those will be ready. They'll be good.
Okay.
Then we've got 3 different types of cheese in here. We've got an American white cheese, we've got Parmesan, and we've got Gruyere.
So what's an American white cheese? Just an American cheese white?
Yeah, and it's without the coloring and whatnot. It's just, I wanted to keep it nice and pure.
I love it, though.
And it's great. The American cheese sort of binds the whole thing together. It helps it sort of emulsify, not really.
So how did you come up with this combination? Just
we messed around with a lot of different flavors.
You didn't want it too strong, did you?
Yeah, we tried Fontina at one point. It was a little too strong, so we backed it off. We brought the Gruyere and Parmesan, and it was really a recipe that was important for a restaurant to keep it good for a long, for a couple of days. You can actually make it and put it in the fridge, which you can do at home as well. This can actually sit. You can reheat it, and it doesn't break the butter doesn't break out of it or anything like that. So we start by throwing in our American cheese.
Oh, so you have a methodology. Different cheeses.
We're starting with American cheese.
What if you started with Parmesan?
I don't think it would be the same thing. Not a big deal. So you want to have a little medium heat after this is cooked a bit.
That looks like such a great cheese sauce.
Then you throw in your Parmesan.
You could do a whole thing just without the macaroni. You could just do hot dogs with cheese sauce. Yum.
Absolutely.
Sort of like a fondue. So do you have any other? Do you serve other hot dogs on the menu? Or
we do. We do the regular hot dog. They all come with French fries. It's 2 hot dogs to an order. We want to make sure you're not leaving our restaurant hungry.
Wow.
You get 2 hot dogs, and some people do see these ditch dogs show up, and they're like, "Oh my goodness."
What's the most popular thing on your menu besides hot dogs?
Probably the lobster roll. It started out as a New York-style fish shack. That's why we opened Ditch Plains. My crew and I, we just sort of wanted to open a place where
You're all surfer boys?
Some of us. I like to surf. I was out there this weekend, out at Ditch Plains. This is where the name of the restaurant came from.
So will that cook down itself, or do you have to
You have to. You know what? It depends. Right now, we might have not quite enough heat, but it looks like you can.
Well, we can turn that up a little bit.
Yeah. If it doesn't come together, you can then use a stick blender. But it
Okay.
looks like we're probably pretty much there.
I have to
A
keep
little bit
turning
more
these
heat.
hot
Make sure
dogs.
maybe those other ones need to be flipped.
Oh, yeah. Oh, these look so good. See, the slower you cook them, the puffier and nicer they get. Really,
Yeah.
really good.
And that nice flavor. All right, so we've stirred it up a bit. Now we can probably use a stick blender. It's not
Okay.
quite getting to where we want it to be. And these are very easy.
Do you all have one of these? These are great to have at home. They puree soups and sauces and
You can do everything
really
with
good.
this. You can make mayonnaise with this, too.
Yep.
I think that's what they're originally made for.
And just raise the heat a little bit more.
I think we're good.
Yeah, that looks good.
And then what you want to do is you want to cook off your pasta. You don't want to run it under cold water, put any oil in it.
Okay.
You don't want the oil because then it won't grip the
sauce?
the sauce, the bechamel. There we go. That's pretty good. Now we're going to toss this in.
There.
This is so easy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then you just throw your macaroni.
This shows your
Yep.
talents as a great hot dog chef. Yes. It's so nice that all of you could come to the show today, all of you guys. Now, don't steal his Ditch Plains hot dog recipe, but when I come to Raleigh's, maybe it'd be great to have some macaroni and cheese up there.
Maybe I might have to get a patent on it.
Oh, no, that's so great.
All right, there we go. So now it's nice and mixed together. Can you all see that?
Yes, that's so good.
And it's good for you.
Of course, why not?
It's really
Now,
amazing on a
Do you
Friday.
heat the buns? Do you heat the buns or not?
No, we keep them just the way they are. We
So
can
here,
let's
I'll
go
bring
get
the
those
hot dogs. I'll
here.
bring the ones that are done here. Okay, there.
All right.
Perfect. What kind of buns?
These are Martin's potato roll.
These look so good. So they're made with
We serve the
potato?
lobster roll in here as well.
Oh, this is
They're
so... Do
really-
you toast them when you do the lobster roll?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but why don't you toast them for the
Well,
hot dog?
I figure there's enough grilled sort of
going on?
flavor on the hot dog itself.
Okay.
And then it's pretty simple, but pretty good.
Who wants
your
one of
Friday choices.
these? Oh, Kevin wants one. Come on, Kevin. Come on up here.
Burn up.
Yep. Put it on that little plate for him. Oh, you serve two?
Two.
That's right.
There you go. You won't
I
have
can
to have loads.
totally eat two.
Okay, there you go, Ken.
Thank
Taste.
you
Let me
so
know it.
much.
And maybe Joey Mead, you want one?
I love one.
Okay.
There
These
we
are
go.
gorgeous.
Yeah. It was so good. So good.
Well, congratulations
I'm glad you guys
on
liked them.
garnering the most unusual hot dog on our list of favorites. Very much, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more.
You can become the owner of this adorable hot dog. We'll be right back.